I know it's not really my place because I'm not a sound reviewer, but putting salt in a container, or you could even do sand or any sort of grain in like a tube or something, sounds really cool. Maybe another life. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Mike Smells. I am a smell reviewer, not a sound reviewer. Smell reviewer. I am on a quest to try to smell, if not every smell, then most smells, like a majority of the smells, because I think that's sort of the legacy I wanna leave behind. You know, no stone unturned or unsmelt. And speaking of stones, we got salt. There are many different kinds of salt. There's sea salt. I don't really know what constitutes table salt. Maybe it's either made from tables, or maybe the fact that I have sea salt on this table thus qualifies it as table salt. When people talk about smelling salts, they are not super specific, so I thought I'd try that today. I thought I'd try smelling salts, but it's just the one salt today. We're gonna cleanse our palate, and we're gonna be very careful not to get any of this in our nose, because I imagine it burns. Woo! It's too much. That's right. Here we are. A little salt. Not to be confused with sugar. This is salt. This is sort of the savory of sugar, and the spicy of flour. Let's get a whiff of this. My only worry is the vessel for the smell. I'm hoping I don't get too much of the ceramic. That is tough. It's got in my beard a little bit. Unfortunately, this is not a ceramic plate episode. It doesn't really count. Maybe if wow. That is interesting. Back to the smelling salts thing. I don't understand, because there are some people that talk about like smelling salts is like a really intense experience. You know, you could wake up from it or whatever, but it doesn't smell like anything. So I don't quite know where they're getting at. I have to give this, quite frankly, a 0. This is literally, it does not compute. This is closer to an NA out of 10. NA out of 10. Bit of a shame. Bit of a rocky start. I was expecting maybe, since it's sea salt, to smell a little bit like the sea, you know. But this, quite frankly, and listen, it's not a very pleasant smell necessarily on even the best of days, because of all the poop that's in the ocean. At least that has an identity. You know, this doesn't smell like, quite frankly, anything. Which is, I guess, in a way, exactly how I expected it. I don't want to be misconstrued as a taste reviewer, but I do want to, there is some, I really try not to get into, I really just try to focus on just the smell. I don't really eat or drink very much of anything, just because of how much, you know, whatever. It's too much information, but I do want to just give it a little taste. It tastes, ooh, yeah, it just doesn't really, it just, not a lot of flavor. It's got a hint of the ocean, the poop. I don't know why you would put that on food, much less anything. I don't recommend it for food or for taste, or smell, sorry. Smell you later.